first for the station is my guest, Trigg. Introduce yourself, Trigg.
I'm Trigg Dowse from a little village of Barnet Bay. Just play a little bit of acoustic.
And you're here to play some of is it your music or do you do covers or?
Yeah, it's originals, yeah.
Oh, covered. Oh, that's good. So, how long have you been playing guitar?
I've been playing guitar since I was about 15, probably 14 years.
Ooh, that tells the listener how old you are.
But I've only actually been playing live probably 2 years.
And what was it like when you did your first live gig?
My first one, well, I closed my eyes and tried to play Mr. Brightside, which was one of the hardest songs to play, so it didn't really go down very well.
I was going to say, if people thought there was a percussion, it was your knees knocking, was it?
That's right, yeah.
So, I mean, why guitar? I mean, as opposed to piano or football?
I started off as a drummer.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I was a drummer at school. Did a few school pantomimes and what have you. I was quite good on drums, to be fair, but I couldn't find anyone to start a band with.
You know, that surprised me, because I've known a lot of bands here in Lincoln who've had the opposite. They
can't find a drummer.
They can't find a drummer because the young drummers don't have a vehicle to cart the drums around.
Yeah. So, and then I saw a band called Nirvana, who was my greatest inspiration.
Oh, yes.
And I saw Dave Grohl was on the drum kit, but he's now the lead singer of Foo Fighters. So I thought it's possible. Might be possible.
Well, you never know. I mean, Lincolnshire has had its fair share. I mean, when I say Lincolnshire, the greater Lincolnshire has had its fair share of people in the music industry. And a lot of them are not known for being from Lincolnshire.
Yeah.
I mean, like Joe Brown, of Joe Brown and the Brothers.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody thought it was a Cockney.
Did they?
No, it was from just outside Grantham. You know, during the war, instead of him being a Cockney and being sent up, into the countryside, his father, for whatever reason, did the opposite. Took his family back into London.
All right.
Yeah. So anyway, hence everybody thought he was a Cockney because he was. Yeah. Okay. Fair enough. He was brought up there. But that's another thing. But there are quite a lot of people, and what I have noticed, I mean, bear in mind that I'm an incomer into Lincolnshire, I've noticed that Lincolnshire does have a lot of very talented musicians, a lot who've got no ambition to make it. If they got one gig a week with their band in the local pub kind of thing, they're happy.
Yeah, that's what musicians are all about, though, I think. I go to open mics all over the place, and I tell you what, I see some really good performers that won't look out of place in the chairs.
Yeah. Yeah. Come on, give us a tune then.
You want a tune?
Yeah, give us a tune.
This one's called Battling Demons. It's probably the one that means the most to me.
Okay.
I wrote it the end of last year after I'd been on a stag do to Hamburg and didn't really know where my head was going or what direction I wanted to go in life.
Oh, I could tell you some stories about Hamburg, but not on live.
But you know you're not. Pretend you're happy, but it's a lie. If only they knew the truth, they wouldn't have to wonder why. You're not the same as you used to be. You ain't nothing like that guy. You can't explain how hard it is when they think you don't even try. You say you're okay, but you know you're not. Pretend you're happy, but it's a lie. If only they knew the truth, they wouldn't have to wonder why. You're not the same as you used to be. You ain't nothing like that guy. You can't explain how hard it is when they think you don't even try. You don't even try. You don't even try. You say you're okay, but you know you're not. Pretend you're happy, but it's a lie. If only they knew the truth, they wouldn't have to wonder why you're not the same as you used to be. Yeah, you're nothing like that guy. You can't explain how hard it is when they think you don't even try. You don't even try. You don't even try. I say I'm okay 'cause I know I am. I feel happy and that's the truth. So when you see me now, you don't have to think twice. I'm just the same as I used to be. Yeah, I'm just like that guy. I can't explain how hard it's been, but at least I tried. I can't explain how hard it's been, but at least I tried.
Yeah, nice one. Nice one. It's one of your pennies, that, yeah?
That is, yeah. It's a lot different. It breaks a lot of the rules, really, because one of my inspirations was Paul Weller as well. And I just liked his songwriting, the way that he didn't really have a chorus. He just had these real big verses. So that one's got 3 big verses, a little bridge. You haven't actually got a chorus in it, but there's no rules in songwriting, really.
Well, no. I mean, in terms of writing music, etc. I mean, when what they call him now, Dave Brubeck brought out the track "Take 5."
Yeah.
5 beats in the bar.
Mm-hmm.
What? 5 beats? No. That's not massive hit.
People stick to the norm too much. They have a verse, 2 verses, a chorus, a verse, and then a bridge, and then a chorus to finish. But songs don't have to be like that. They can be different if you want them to be.
I must confess, I personally, I like choruses because the audience start to sing them, and then they have some ownership.
Yeah.
And they feel part of it. So, but as you say, there are no rules. I mean, there's some tracks out there at the moment, and you're looking, you're thinking, what on earth was that? And then you find yourself, you can't get the tune out of your mind. It's got in there,
What, a bit like Let's Marvin Gaye and Get It On?
Oh, that is weird. I mean, that certainly breaks the rules. So where do you play mainly? You go a lot to open mics and things?
Open mics, and I get invited to some just acoustic nights and what have you. I've done quite a lot of festivals. There's one called Brigstock that used to be in Brigtown Centre.
Yeah, I've heard of that.
That was one of my favourite gigs. I played on the main stage. The very first year I started playing, my dad's always said that's the best I've ever sounded on the big main stage. So I've always favoured Brigstock. Played at Matt's house in Wellingar.
Right.
When I played in his garden. That's how I got to play here. I best not get her name wrong, so I'll be in trouble. Sam, that's right. I met her there, he said, "Do you want to come to this gig?" So I was supposed to play for him at RAF Digby, and I lost my bottle on the way.
Oh dear.
Drove home and messaged him and said, "I'm really sorry," because I missed that gig. I was going to miss that gig because I was off to watch Foo Fighters, and then Dave Grohl happened to break his leg, so we didn't make it to the Foo Fighters gig. Matt gave me my slot back, bottled it, drove home. Ended up, he invited me down to play behind the green door. Got to the green door, it happened to be the door of his house, and was playing in his garden.
Why not? I mean, Wayne, who's just left, we went to a party at this place, a rock and roll party, and he had live rock and roll bands in his garden.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, to be fair. I liked, it was just different.
Yeah, you see, if you go to America, they have house parties all the time there. I've had them at my place in Horncastle, and I've had an 8-piece band in my lounge.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I bet the neighbours like that.
Well, I'm only in the semi, and I did invite the neighbours on the other side.
Right, just as well, really.
Well, yeah. Admittedly, they were an acoustic-based band, but I've had top American artists who've been touring over here when I've organised tours for them, and their house parties have gone down really well. They've sold loads of albums, and we've all had a great time.
It's just a random Thursday night at somebody's house in somebody's garden in Wellingo. It was quite fun, really.
Yeah, it's a pity a lot more people don't do that. I mean, they go all out to have a barbecue and all the rest of it, and for a reasonable price, they can get a live act.
That's right.
To come and people then go, well, they have a musician on, you know. It's just that bit different, and it's surprising that a lot more people don't do the same.
Yeah, I'd do plenty of barbecues in the summer.
Yeah, too right, yeah. Yeah. Travel expenses, a few bob in the old skyrocket and a burger.
That's it, yeah, a few hot dogs. Can't go wrong, can you?
Yeah. It's like the old joke, how do you know your roadie's dead when the burger falls out of his hand?
That's right.
So, I mean, if people wanted to go and see you somewhere, what name would they be looking for, the full name?
Trigg Dowse.
Dowse?
Dowse, yeah. D-O-W-S-E.
D-O-W-S-E.
Not the one dousing a fire out.
Ah. So I'm having to think, you can probably smell wood burning, but it's just that I like names, and I like to think of origins of names and things like that, you know.
Well, all I know is we've got the haulage company.
Yeah, but I mean, under where the name Dowse comes from, is it a Saxon name or originally, or a Viking name or something like that?
I'm not sure. I might have to ask my dad when I get home.
Yeah, get the whole family tree. How about another track?
Yeah. This one is the very first song I ever wrote. When I was a drummer, I never saw myself as a songwriter or singer, but I was still writing songs. I think I was 13 when I wrote this song.
Okay.
And I've no idea what it's about.
Sounds like the basis of a good song.
But I've read it when I was 13, but I only played it for the first time a year ago, because I never thought it was that good. But it was actually at Brigstock the first time I played it, and I thought it was actually not too bad. So it's called More Than.
More Than.
How can you be so happy? How can you be so kind? Another act of nature, another suicide. Happy and gifted, sad and broke. And everyone says we're still the same, but I love you more than yesterday. How could anyone ever hurt you? You're so young, sweet and beautiful. Don't listen to others, just run away and hide. Happy and gifted, sad and broke. And everyone says we're still the same, but I love you more than yesterday. Listen to the sweet baby laugh, giggle is so happy. Are you responsible for nature's cruelest that kind? Happy and gifted, sad and broke. Everyone says we're still the same, but I love you more than yesterday.
I think that's for a first song. If I could write songs as good as that for a first one, I'd be very happy.
Thank you.
Yeah.
13 years old when I wrote that.
13, lucky 13. Yeah. Tell you what, I'm going to give you a chance to have a little bit of a break. Then we'll have you back for do some more tracks. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
And this one was a request from last night, but it came in too late for my request show, and it's John Denver, Sunshine on my shoulders.